Hey everyone, today we're starting with the letter of 2 Peter. Therefore, I intend to keep on reminding you of these things, though you know them already and are established in the truth that has come to you. I think it's right, as long as I'm in the body, to refresh your memory, since I know that my death will come soon, as indeed our Lord Jesus Christ has made clear to me. And I will make every effort so that after my departure, you will be able at any time to recall these things. For we did not follow cleverly devised myths when we made known to you the power and coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, but we have been eyewitnesses of his majesty. For he received honor and glory from God the Father, when the voice was conveyed to him by the majestic glory, saying, "This is my Son, my beloved, with whom I am well pleased." We ourselves heard the voice come from heaven while we were with him on the holy mountain. So the letter of 2 Peter is, the genre is sometimes called a testament. So this is the last words that you would give as you know your death is approaching. And so that's what Peter's trying to do here, right? You even hear him saying, this is kind of the last thing I want to tell you before I die. And so these are kind of Peter's teachings that were written down maybe after his death, maybe by someone like Mark. Some of it was directly from him. The reason that a lot of people think that is because the perspective of this letter seems to be a little bit later than the mid-60s when Peter did die, when he was martyred. But, wherever we understand this letter coming, we do want to think of this as coming from Peter. What's the last thing that he wanted his followers to know? What's the last thing that you would want to tell the people that you love before you're gone? Well, I think what we see here in Peter is probably the same for us, that it wouldn't actually be a bunch of new information, but rather that we want to remind what we've always said, right? To recall the memories that we've always shared. Probably you aren't going to tell somebody you love them for the first time on your deathbed. I hope not, but that's probably the thing you would want to remind them of most as you're about to pass. And so that's kind of what he's doing here, reminding them of what's most important about the stories he's always been sharing about Jesus. And you see his emphasis here is on the fact that I saw him, right? I'm an eyewitness to Jesus' life. I lived it. This isn't just some myth that me and the other guys made up. This isn't just some kind of philosophy that we thought through. It's not just about moral teaching, even though Jesus did teach. It's something that we saw Jesus do. And it wasn't just something that happened in secret. It was a public ministry. The specific story he focuses on here is a transfiguration when Peter with James and John were on the mountain. They saw Jesus for who he truly was in his life. And they heard the voice of God describe him as the beloved, because that's who Jesus is. And we remember who Jesus is, that God loved him and was pleased with him. It's a reminder of who we are, that we also are God's beloved. I don't know how long I have, but I hope that you know that you're loved by me, and most of all, that you are loved by God.